Guys, welcome back to Rogue TV. Tonight we're going to be reacting to Tom MacDonald, Fake Woke. He just came out with this about 9-10 hours ago, somewhere around there. And I have reviewed and reacted to a lot of Tom MacDonald's in the past. I like him. He is one of those rappers that doesn't have a filter, doesn't care what comes out of his mouth as long as it's his beliefs, his truth. And if it offends anybody, I don't think it really bothers him very much, to be honest with you. And that's what I like about it. This is all his music's very pure. Um, so before we get into this, guys, you need to realize that I have to pause a lot. One, because there's pretty much a lot of things I'm going to break down as far as my perspective on things. For two, copyright laws. The good old copyrights. So you gotta have. I'm not. You know what? I'm not going to go into the technical things about copyrights. Just know that if you want the full version of this song uninterrupted, it'll be linked down in the description below. Go ahead and get into this. I think it's crazy. I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role. I'm sorry, guys. I would have to say he is a very controversial rapper. He does tend to rap about controversial issues a lot. So I would have to say, yeah, I do label him as that. But he is right about Cardi B. There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, that's one of the reasons I don't listen to mainstream rap anymore. Most of the mainstream rap is about sex, drugs, alcohol, robbing, carrying guns, gang banging. I don't listen to that. To me, that's garbage. I don't like hearing about it. It is getting more difficult to get a job than it is to purchase a gun. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that one. That one there is he could be right, I guess. Is that true about Eminem? I'm a huge Eminem fan, but I don't remember coming across that. Don't remember coming across. Wait, you're right. You're right. He did have an issue with Trump. Well, shit. I guess Eminem is just gonna have to get over it. I'm a huge fan of Eminem, and I try not to get into the politics. I mean, if some people want to get into the politics and he doesn't like it, oh well. I mean, it's their belief. Like I said, I try to stay out of that stuff. It's just way too much for me to have in my life at this moment. As children, we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world. 100% agree with that. Now, I said I stay out of politics. However, I'm also a firm believer not believing everything that the government says and doing everything the government says. Here's something ironic for you, and I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of hate down in the damn comment section, but I don't care. I am a masked reactor. Yes, I am. However, I don't wear masks outside in public. For one, I'm a truck driver, so I'm by myself majority of the time, and I'm just not wearing a mask. Like that's just my perspective on things, and that's just what I do. So. That's true. That's true right there. Let's back up. If you're white, you're privileged and guilty by association. I'm white. I work very hard for what I have. Like, I'm not going to get into this whole race thing. I don't like this whole. I don't. This whole media pushing race bait and race hate and division. You know what? The one thing that the government does not want Americans to do is come together. To come together as one. Doesn't matter if you're black, doesn't matter if you're white, Asian, Hispanic, it doesn't even matter. If we all came together, the government wouldn't be pushing this stuff that they're pushing. Here I go, saying I'm out of politics, but yet Tom MacDonald brings it out. It's his fault that I'm talking about it. He brings it out. I'm trying not to talk about politics. I don't want to talk about politics, so let's just keep going.
Privilege, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got me too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
Well, I gotta hear this again. I didn't follow it.
They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens. We think we free because we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame.
All right, so he's talking about the things that the government's pushing right now. Got it. So basically, he's not going to allow the government what to tell him to believe in, and I'm right there with him. Like I said, like it's I have an issue with the government, you know, pushing. What am I trying to say? I have an issue with the government pushing something and saying, "Hey, this is what you're going to do," versus us as Americans voting. Like, I don't even know how to explain what I'm thinking right now. I can't even put it into words. It's so frustrating for me. Like, where we stand currently in today's world is sad. We, as Americans, as United States of America, we are so divided in many ways. Divided by the government, religion, race. Like, from the day we are born, we got to put on our birth certificate and select what race we are and ethnicity. It's just, I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it. It's so frustrating, dude. I just don't want to talk about it.
I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor because he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays home.
Hates his neighbor because he wears a mask or stays home, or could be vice versa, doesn't wear a mask. I'm not sure exactly what he said. Let's go back and listen.
Stays home, has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he's people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor because he wears a mask or he stays home.
Yeah, like, like I told you, I don't wear a mask in public, and it's not like I walk up to people that do wear a mask and say, "Hey, take that shit off." No, I don't. So when I'm in public and I don't have a mask on, take your stares and your comments and that talking under your breath shit, take it somewhere else. I don't approach you. I don't come into your business. You know what? You wearing a mask, that's your business. It's your business. Stay out of my business and do you. Just do what you do.
Has a daughter, but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue because they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
Yes. Yes. Screwing everybody the same. The government does not care if you're black or white. We're all getting screwed.
Screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got
Exactly.
black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too
Underfunded already. I'm not sure where you guys are from when you come across this video, but here where I'm at, the average cop makes about 40K a year. And it's not even close to being enough what they should get paid. Matter of fact, let's take it even a step further. I don't even think our military gets paid well enough. Like, they deserve more pay.
y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so
Yep.
facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake, same old safe zones. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase. But you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy. Say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our
Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. You know, they don't even teach cursive writing in school anymore. They don't even teach history. And I'm not talking about just, you know, bits and pieces of history. You need to teach the history that I was learning when I grew up. Not just slavery, but the Boston Tea Party as an example. You know, come on, teach the history. Teach cursive. Our kids today are not getting, definitely not getting the education that I was getting when I was in school.
facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to
Yes.
men and women. How'd we let them make praying?
Oh no, that was the dumbest thing I have ever heard on national TV by an ordained minister at that. A woman? Really? Amen is not even a gender word. It's not even a gender word. It has nothing to do with gender whatsoever. He knows that. He should have known that.
Women, how'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
But as far as the song itself, dude, I like it. I like the hook. I think it's his. I can't remember her name right now. Damn, I forgot her name. His wife. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I'm pretty sure his wife shot this video. She's extremely good at what she does. I need to react to her new song, by the way.
That I said is right. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke. Same old safe zones. They so facts don't care about your feelings.
Nova Rockefeller. I knew the name and I could not remember. Nova Rockefeller. Come on. I've been following Tom long enough to know that was his girl. I don't know if they're married though. Wasn't in focus. All right. Tom, if you come across this video, man, by any chance, if you watch it to the end, but if you come across it, don't change who you. I know. For matter of fact, I don't even gotta say that. I know you're not gonna change who you are. Keep putting out this music, man. I love it. It's always putting out. Every song you put out is put out some kind of message. Whether people agree with it or disagree with it, you don't care, and that's exactly what I like about you. Guys, if you like the reaction, please comment, subscribe down below, and don't forget to like the video. If you do subscribe, also click the bell. That way you know when I put out videos. I try to get videos out 2 or 3 of them a night, except on Tuesdays and Sundays when I bowl. All right, guys, you have a good night.